Yeah, we in this bitch. We in this bitch. Let's get this motherfucker rocking, man. Let's do this. Like that. Let's go banner. Oh, get up off me. Hey, hey, miss your B. Hey, hey. Let's get this motherfucker rocking, man. Let me get the tweet out to the motherfucking folks. Let's get the tweet out to the folks. Let's get the tweet out to the folks as we live and direct. Can y'all hear me? Get the tweet out to the folks, man. Delete. Hold on, let me see. All right, we got that going. Let's get this motherfucker rocking, man. First live stream. Epic moment if I must say so my motherfucking self. All right, fucking let's get it. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast. I am the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest host of them all. OG Hatch, man. You know the fuck it is, man. What's up with the people? All around the world. All my friends. What's up with y'all, man? How the fuck is y'all doing? Hope y'all out there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. It's a whole lot of shit going on in these churches, man. I tell you shit each and every motherfucking week. I want to say shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped in, enjoying the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all the love and support, man. Let's keep building this empire brick by motherfucking brick. This is episode 87, bro. God damn. Hey, this shit going by fast. This shit going by fast as fuck, man. We on the grind at 100. That shit won't stop for a motherfucking soul. I tell you that shit each and every motherfucking week, man. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got a whole lot of shit on the motherfucking docket, but I ain't gonna hold you. Before I get into that, man, this is a very motherfucking pivotal moment. You know what I'm saying? This podcast, you know what I'm saying, history, just because it's my first live stream show. We are going live right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as we speak right now. First live stream show, The Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours motherfucking truly, OG Hatch, aka Mr. Give Your Girl a Gold Medal if she motherfucking nasty. This is the epic motherfucking moment, man. This is something I've been building towards these last couple of weeks. I am nervous as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am nervous just to be doing this shit live. I don't want to mess up things of that nature. But we gonna get this shit rocking, man. The first one gonna be what it is, and we're gonna keep getting better as we motherfucking go. It's live show on the motherfucking docket. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about this motherfucking week. We gotta talk about my journey to becoming sober. I know I come on this podcast and tell you each and every week I'm the highest, flyest, coolest, smoothest motherfucking host in the motherfucking world. But I have been taking my motherfucking life a little bit more serious. I am trying the more sober route these last couple of weeks, man. Trying to get back on track and trying to make better decisions in my life. We're gonna get into that a little bit later in the podcast, though. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about how ain't no love in these motherfucking streets. We also gotta talk about the perspective of good and bad is with who calls the shots. We got to get into that. Black Lives Matter under fire right now for living motherfucking lavish. We got, according to reports, the Black Lives Matter they have bought a $6 million mansion. Is it a crime for living lavish if you're speaking up for the people? I don't know. But we definitely going to get into that, man. Also, can you put a dollar amount on inspiring to you? Adrian James said he lost millions of dollars for being a real nigga. We got to tap into that. Tiger Woods returns to the Masters 13 months post-car accident. The question must be asked, fam. Is Tiger Woods the most iconic athlete of all time? It's debatable. We definitely got to talk about it, man. OJ ain't learned his motherfucking lesson. He is a clear example of niggas not giving a fuck. We got to get into the different day, same shit, the new segment I'm bringing to the podcast, man. Minnesota prosecutors have declined to press charges in the murder of Amir Locke. Rest in peace to Amir Locke. We got to get into that motherfucking topic later. And also, I'm going to close the podcast on now with my Magic Johnson and Lakers take, man. You know, I know y'all want me to talk about my Lakers, man. I know we even fucked up. I know we done fucked up, but we gotta get into it, man. Let's go ahead and hop into these motherfucking topics, bro. I ain't gonna hate you. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't yell at it. I'm trying not to. Let me back up from the mic. Hold on, my fault. Let me see. First thing on the docket, man. I want to talk about my journey, you know what I'm saying, into living a sober lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Because it's opened my eyes up to a lot of shit. I'm not gonna hold you. It opened my eyes up to a lot of shit. I've been coming on this podcast for 87 weeks now, telling y'all I'm the highest class, coolest, smoothest host in the motherfucking world. But I must be honest, this is the first episode that I'm recording where I'm not high. And I don't know, that sounds crazy as fuck saying it. That sounds crazy as hell saying it. But in doing it and making this change in my life, I will be honest with you. I started to learn things about myself. And living a sober lifestyle and not being high all the time, I really started to realize what I was truly smoking for. And I truly understand the ugly things in my life that I was truly running from. With me smoking, bro, in all honesty, you know what I mean? I know it's probably out there that y'all smoking right now, watching this shit, sipping, watching this shit. I ain't got nothing against none of that shit. A few weeks ago, that would have been moi. That would have been me. But in this journey and trying to change my life around, man, I come in this podcast a few weeks ago and I let y'all know that I've always been angry. I was an angry child. I was an angry kid growing up. I was angry in middle school, angry in high school, and I've been angry in my 20s. And I was smoking a lot of weed, man, trying to get away from a lot of demons that I had. But the main thing that I realized now that I'm not smoking anymore is that I was smoking to forget my demons and not actually to beat my demons. And that's something that I really want to change in my life because smoking all the time and drinking and shit like that always kept me in a somewhat of not a chill, lax mood. But as soon as something took me out of that mood or messed with that my dojo, you know what I'm saying, my feng shui, so to speak, I would get extremely upset. I would lash out and I would do things and I would make rash decisions that I was soon to regret. And I really just got tired of doing that shit, man. It's like every motherfucking time I made those decisions, I just kept piling on. And I used to always sit back and wonder, okay, why the fuck is this happening? And really it just came down to me always being in an intoxicated mind state. I was always in an intoxicated mind state, but I can't tell you within the last 7 to 8 years when I wasn't high as fuck. I wasn't, had a little drink in myself. I couldn't tell you that, honestly. And I know I'm only 26 years old, so that's probably the norm for a lot of motherfuckers tapped in enjoying this conversation. A lot of us are smoking weed and drinking and shit and still functioning at a high level. I was functioning at a high level, nigga. I was still going to college, graduating from school, going to in corporate America with my job, 6 to 2:30 every motherfucking day, not missing the beat. I was still a functioning motherfucker. But it was things in my personal life, my attitude towards people in my close family, women I was bringing in my life. It was always my attitude towards them that was always lackadaisical and really not giving a fuck about their feelings and emotions because I was always fucked up. I was lit. I was lit in my mind. So it was one thing that really stood out to me, you know what I'm saying? My journey and trying to change my life, man. I'm trying to change my eating habits, trying to get back on my workout shit. I'm going 5 to 6 days a week now. And I'm really just trying to cut out the motherfucking vices that I was using to avoid the real problems that I had. And I come over here and I tell you all the time, man, about my problems that I have. So I'm not going to beat y'all over the head with that shit. But I do understand that it's up to us to you know what I'm saying? It's up to us to make that change. And somebody in the comment section saying that they have a problem with this as well. Smoking weed is hard to give up. I'm not going to fake it. Smoking weed is hard as fuck to give up. I'm not going to fake it. Smoking weed is hard just because we all been growing. We listen to hip hop, all that shit. We all around the movies and the hip hop culture. All that weed is everywhere. Nigga, I grew up on Snoop Dogg. My first words were Snoop. So nigga, I've been influenced by the weed culture and community all my motherfucking life. All the people in my family that I've really be fucking with, they all smoke weed. And I ain't knocking them or no shit like that, but it is hard to give up when you always around it. Especially when you grow up not believing that's a hard ass drug like, you know what I'm saying, cocaine and crack and all that good shit. And I'm not saying it is. I'm not trying to go too extreme. But it is a challenge to most people to give that shit up because it comes to everyday norm. It's not like smoking cigarettes where you get addicted to it, but you start to get addicted to the motherfucking the motion of it. I was talking to my uncle years ago, and he just said in the flow of a conversation, and he was talking about he was addicted to the motion of smoking. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. Somebody in the comments say, "I love weed." I love getting high and watching a good movie. I love getting high with a baddie. I love getting high and eating some good food. Weed brings a plus. It definitely brings a plus to the situation. But it is something that I had to knock out, bro. I'm not gonna fake it just because. And I'm gonna take y'all behind the curtain like I usually do on this podcast, man. Is that I got a dog, fam. I used to find myself getting super aggravated with my dog when I was super hot. You know how your dog want to just come show you love? Get the fuck off me, nigga. I'm trying to get high. I'm trying to enjoy this motherfucking me vibe I got. But I used to lash out. And not just necessarily with my dog, but even with my family members. Even when they reach out after I just got through facing a fat ass J. I just got through smoking a fat ass J, and then somebody want to call you and fuck up your vibe. You're not going to be with them. You're not going to be in the same motherfucking me space with them. You're going to be pissed off somebody interrupting your motherfucking session. And that happened all the time, bro. And I started to notice that the people that was checking in and that really gave a fuck about me, I was really not giving a fuck about their feelings for real because I was always in my own headspace. And really, I was not living the life that I truly wanted to live because I was spending so much money on weed. I was spending a minimum, fam. I'm not gonna hold you. I was spending a minimum of $350 a month on weed. That's a lot of fucking money. Now I know it's a lot of you big balling ass niggas. It's a lot of you big balling ass niggas that's probably watching this right now. Telling some nigga, that ain't shit. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. When you got $1,700 rent, when you got car notes, when you got bills, you got dog to take care of, you got all this shit to take care of, and you still gotta live a life. You still gotta meet women. You still gotta treat them right. Get them something to drink. Take them out to eat. When you spend $350 on some dro, nah. That shit is minimum. That shit is limited, buddy. It truly motherfucking is. But also, in smoking weed, you tend to, well, I'll speak for myself. I tended to, let me take this off the screen right fast. I tended to I tended to accept a lack of effort from people. And what I mean by that is, when you smoke weed, you find others in that circle. You know what I'm saying? When you drinking, you find others in that circle and you tolerate a lot of bullshit. I'm just speaking for me. I don't know about y'all. A lot of people turn up when they get high and they get drunk. Me, I'm already a chill ass nigga. So I just chill out even more. I even chill out even more. I'm more mellow. I let a lot of shit slide. And I noticed, you know what I'm saying, when I stopped smoking, you know what I'm saying, and I wasn't drinking, I noticed who really was there for me. I noticed who truly didn't give a fuck about me. I noticed who I didn't hear from. I noticed that when I looked to the right and I looked to the left, nobody was there for me. Nobody was there for me. The people that I truly thought I was fucking with, they weren't there for me. I didn't hear from them motherfuckers for weeks. Didn't nobody say shit? They didn't keep up with me. None of that shit. It's like once I stopped smoking, bro, and I really sobered the fuck up and I realized what was going on in my life and I realized the path that I was on. And I wasn't on no destruction type shit, but I wasn't going down the path that I truly wanted. I see myself being a pioneer of this podcast shit within the next 5 years. I will be the next face of this new generation. But me smoking and drinking all the motherfucking time was really taking me down. It truly motherfucking was. And I was letting motherfuckers who really didn't deserve to be in my space because I was fucked up. I was mentally fucked up. Going through shit, not trying to defeat those demons, but to fucking forget those demons. I was letting motherfuckers come in and influence my motherfucking life that niggas that know me 10 toes down know I wouldn't even allow that shit. So that's one thing. I'm glad that I realized that I sobered the fuck up, and I wish I would have done a lot sooner. I truly realized who was really in my corner. I truly realized that the love and support that I really had from my family members. A lot of times we take that shit for granted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that drugs and shit had anything to do with that with everybody, but it had a lot to do with me because I was in my own motherfucking space. Smoking weed and all that shit every motherfucking day made every day seem like one long ass day. It made seem like one long ass day. I used to lose track of the days. Nigga come home from work, smoke that motherfucking J, be knocked out for hours. Days just going past and you by people not hearing from me that truly been in your corner. I can't keep doing that shit to the people that's really been there for me. As the man I'm trying to become, as the podcaster I'm trying to become, as the leader from and the role model for my little brother I'm trying to become, I can't continue to let, you know what I'm saying, my actions be determined by intoxicated mind state. I can't because I'm too great for that shit, bro. I'm be honest, I'm too great. Not to sound cocky, but I'm too great to keep letting my motherfucking emotions and shit get tampered by intoxication. Moving on though. I don't want to stay too long on them. We 18 minutes of this motherfucking stream, bro. We gotta get to this motherfucking me docket. One thing I want to say is that I realized a long time ago, fam, Ain't no love in these streets. Ain't no love in these streets, man. You know, I refuse. Now that I'm sober and now that I didn't got out of my system the bullshit that was going on, I was letting motherfuckers in my life do. I realized ain't no love in these motherfucking streets. I refuse. Do you look at my eyes? I refuse. I refuse to catch feelings again, fam. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I seriously, fam. The next time I call myself catching feelings, I want to have a That's So Raven moment. I want to be like, hell no. Hell no. It ain't worth it. Anytime you call yourself catching feelings, you have to make sure that you're not a motherfucker getting played. And I ain't trying to say I'm a motherfucker that's already getting played left and motherfucking right, but I realized that the people that I was really trying to bring into my life and I was really trying to devote my time to, they didn't really give a fuck about me. They cared about the shit I can provide for them. And quite honestly, bro, I can't rock like that. I tell you every time on this podcast, fam, next time I get into a relationship or if I'm ever in a relationship, I can never feel like I love that person more than they love me. I just can't. It's the Leo in me. It's the ego. It's the ego I got. I can't. You have to love me more than I love you. It just has to be like that. Now, I'm going to love you a lot, but you have to love me more than I love you. If I feel like I give a fuck more than you give a fuck about me, it's over. I can't do this anymore because now I feel like you're taking advantage of me. Can't happen, Captain. But ain't no love in these motherfucking streets. And I was looking for love in the wrong places. I was looking for love in the wrong places. Instead of turning to the people that truly had my back, fam, I was looking for love in the wrong motherfucking place. And there's a lot of people out here that I know near and dear that's looking for love in the wrong place and always end up hurt. And when you notice that you always end up hurt, you have to take a step back and realize what the fuck you're doing. Well, sometimes you are the reason. Sometimes you are the reason. A lot of times we deflect blame onto other people, but a lot of times it's us. Like I can't even get mad no more. You know what I'm saying, about people that was doing me grimy. I was letting them. When a motherfucker do something the first time, fam, you got to deal with that shit. Because it gradually gets easier and easier to continue that bullshit over time. Because they know you let that shit slide. It can go from as small as motherfuckers cheating or as big as motherfuckers beating your ass. It can go from small as motherfucker cheating, talking shit, to a motherfucker actually putting hands on you. It goes like that, and you have to put a stop to that shit because motherfucker will only do what you allow them to do. And when you're looking for love in the wrong motherfucking places, but you only gonna end up hurt in the end. You truly motherfucking are, and I had to learn the hard way. I literally had to learn the hard way, and a lot of times I thought it was karma. You know, so I had a lot of women that came in my life that I won't say I quote unquote was, you know what I'm saying, hurting them on purpose or no shit like that. But I did end up hurting them. And I believe in karma, and it just turns out that the moment in time where I was looking for love in the wrong place and thought I found it, the shit kind of bit me in the ass. Like it bit me in the motherfucking ass. So it's like, ain't no love in these streets, man. You gotta make sure you take care of your motherfucking self first before you even try to find love and all that shit. Because you try to find love in the wrong place. You try to find love from other people to help build yourself up. It ain't gonna do nothing but hurt you in the long end, deflate your motherfucking bubble, man. Truly, motherfucker, it is. So for me, to all the friends of the show, ain't no love in these streets. Stop the bullshit. Do you, be you, and just focus on your motherfucking self, man. Real motherfucking talk. Moving on. You know, I want to get into something that, you know, that I seen. I was watching this show on Netflix, and it was called The Devil Next Door. And it was crazy as fuck because it kind of ties into a post that I seen that was circulating. I'm going to try to pull that up for you guys while I'm doing this. Give me one motherfucking second. The Devil Next Door, I'll give you a backdrop of that. The Devil Next Door was a motherfucking, let me see. It's a show about this man who was a, stop sharing. Let me see. You on stream.com. All right, so let me pull this up. Add this to the stream hatch. Let me see. All right. Let me see if y'all can see that shit. Yeah, I got that shit. So I was watching this, and I'm gonna read this post to y'all because the U.S. right now is taking a lot of motherfucking fire, and it tied into this show I was watching called Devil Next Door, and it really made me think about the perspective of good and bad is truly only decided by whom calls the motherfucking shots. It says right here on this post that the United States is right now facing criticism for welcoming in over 100,000 Ukrainians refugees after they turned down all the Haitians, over 30,000 Haitians back when they was at the motherfucking Del Rio border. When I talked about that on the podcast months ago. And a lot of people is giving the U.S. criticism about accepting these Ukrainians, but this happened before. And a lot of people really don't know about this. I was watching the Devil Next Door documentary series on Netflix, and it was very interesting. And it was about this man who was mistaken identity for this man named Ivan the Terrible, who was a gas chamber. He was a gas chamber occupying. He was occupying a gas chamber in the Holocaust. He was killing a whole bunch of motherfucking Jews. They said this nigga Ivan the Terrible he was that nigga. He was a nigga that he was slicing motherfuckers' titties off with swords. He was kicking motherfucking meat babies in the motherfucking meat gas chamber. I say Ivan the Terrible was literally the most evilest nigga in human history. And this docuseries is about this man who got mistaken identity, quote unquote. It's Ivan the Terrible, but he was in fact a motherfucking a Nazi who was killing and occupied a gas chamber at another fucking place. But the reason why I bring this up is because this man wasn't found in the Ukraine. He wasn't found in Germany. This nigga was found in fucking Ohio. He was living next to Braun and them. He was living next to motherfucking Braun and them. And the reason why I really bring this up is because it really stood out to me watching this docuseries is that after World War motherfucking II, somebody in the comments say I love me. I hope you do love you. I love me as well. I love you for watching this motherfucking stream. How about that? But after World War II, a lot of fucking Nazis came to the United States for to seek refuge. And the United States had a list of this shit. And this is the part that blew my mind. Yeah, the whole docuseries about the nigga that was, gas chamber and killing people. That's horrible. But we know that already. The part that really fucked me up about America is that the United States government had a list of all the Nazis who came over from Germany and who were seeking refuge in the United States. They had a list of these motherfuckers. It wasn't like these niggas just came and they was hiding. No, they had a list of them. They went and checked them. They went and knocked on their doors and made sure they was okay. But the United States never had any problem. That they had no plans on doing anything to these Nazis that came over to the United States from Germany, from fucking Ukraine, from Treblinka, from all these places that was killing all these Jewish people. They had no plans of doing anything, punching these people at all. And the reason why they say the United States government decided to allow these Ukrainians and Germans and all these Nazis who was a part of the Holocaust is because they was anti-communism. And the goal was for the government was to end communism. They wanted the Germans to come over to the United States and fight communism with the United States, with our people. Somebody comments, I'm a refugee from the 90s. Shout out to you. Hope you're not a motherfucking Ukrainian, because I'm finna talk hella shit. Hopefully I don't offend you with this shit, but welcome to the motherfucking States. I was born in the 90s. Give a fuck about the 80s and the wise words of Chief Keef. But like I was saying, they brought these Nazis over to fight communism in the United States. So it's funny to me, and to me it really depicts the real picture about the United States, and it shows the true racism in the United States. Because how the fuck do you let some niggas that just killed millions of Jewish people just come over and move into Ohio and live a whole nother life? All these niggas was coming to Ohio and working at Ford and shit like that. So these niggas was just making big bank. They literally just got through killing not Jewish people to come over and live in the United States, and we had no problems with that. So now you fast forward to 2022, and you had all the Haitians at the border, and I talked about that on the podcast, how you had the fucking border patrol whipping them with whips. You had motherfuckers getting living in tents and shit along the fucking river and getting deported back to fucking to the motherfucking Haiti and shit when there was all that shit going on. It doesn't surprise me that now that the Ukraine is going through what they're going through, and of course we never want to talk ill about war, but it doesn't surprise me that they turned away the Haitians and they're bringing in the Ukrainians, because this same shit happened after World War II. This same shit happened, fam. And that's why the name of this segment is the perspective of good and bad is with who calls the shots. Because we've always known Nazis to be fucked up. And I'm not saying they're good. Nazis were fucked up. Fuck Nazis, my nigga. But Nazis ran NASA. The nigga who ran NASA was a Nazi. He was a Nazi. That nigga was bombing people, but we don't talk ill about the nigga because he landed a fucking rocket on the moon. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was shooting rockets in the air. We praise him for NASA, but he was a fucking Nazi. Like, the Nazis really came to the United States and got shit popping for us, and we never looked back on that shit. We don't show them no ill will towards that, and I don't see how that's possible. The perspective of good and bad is truly with who calls the motherfucking shots. And as long as we don't call the shots, we would never be deemed as good people. Because this man literally, his name was fucking John, we just call him a Jew killer. This nigga was a Jew killer, came over to the United States, raised a family in the city of Ohio. In Cleveland, Ohio. He was in Cleveland, Ohio, and raised a fucking family for 40 years. He was a known figure in the fucking neighborhood. He was going to church every day. The niggas thought he was an outstanding citizen. But they didn't know 40 years prior to that, this nigga was killing Nazis. I mean, he was killing Jewish people. Hey, he was really killing Jewish people, fam. Like, this shit blows my mind. And when you really think about how fucked up the war is and how fucked up the world is and America is, this shit is truly fucking crazy. They really don't give a fuck about us, bro. Somebody in the comments say they deported a lot of war criminals from AZ 15 years ago from genocide from our country. Rightfully motherfucking so. Because you can't let people get away with certain shit. You had a lot of people talking about when this shit was going down. When I was watching that documentary, when you had that documentary going, a lot of people was talking about this shit was 40 years ago. When they tried to press charges against this, they tried to press war criminal charges against this man, and it was 40 years after the Holocaust. And people was really sitting back saying, well, nigga, this was 40 years ago. He's a changed man. You ain't no fucking changed man when you can kill hundreds of thousands of people. You ain't a changed man when you kill one nigga. And if you was self-defense, man, you gotta like explain the motherfucking dude. And if you slicing niggas' titties and dicks off with swords, you're evil. You get no second chances, my nigga. You get no second chances. I can't sit here and look at a man who was fucking arrested, who was proven to be guilty of killing Jewish people, my nigga. I cannot sit back and be like, oh no, time that went by, he a different man. No, the fuck he ain't. No, the fuck he ain't. Let me build a gas chamber my damn self. Let me kick that nigga in the gas chamber. But that's truly what the fuck is going on. So that's when you're saying 2022, and I'm bringing it all back. In 2022, when you see them turn away black people and bringing in Ukrainians, although it is due to war and they are getting invaded by Russia, when you see them bringing them in and turning us away, it goes back years, like decades ago, my nigga. They did the same shit in World War II. I can't wrap my mind around how the government had a list of all the Nazi war criminals, not just one, all the Nazi war criminals that came to seek refuge in the United States of America. In the United States of a motherfucking America, they all had a list of them. And they all did fucking, what is that called when, you motherfucking, is it a wellness check? I think it's a wellness check. They did wellness checks on these motherfuckers. They came to their house and asked them how they felt. I'm not making that up. That's word for word. They said, are you John von Deigenheimer? They say yes. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yes. They checked that shit off and left. How do you do that when you look a man in the eyes who was killing innocent motherfucking people? I don't give a fuck how your day's going. I don't give a fuck about how you feeling. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Not none of that shit. What is this? What does this say? What does this comment say? Let me see if I can pull these comments up for y'all so I can get this. So I can have y'all watch Houston, We Have a Problem. It's a documentary. What is that on Netflix or what is that on? Houston, We Have a Problem. Is that on Netflix? That sounds like some shit. Like I said, the documentary I'm talking about was on Netflix called The Devil Next Door. I like watching a lot of those crime type documentaries, bro. I love watching that shit just because it blows my mind that some of this shit truly was motherfucking happening. But it blows my mind that this shit still happens. Like at a certain point in time, we have to do something. And when I say we, bro, I'm talking about all of us. We have to band together because I can't just. It has to be some white person out there back in the day who was like, "No, this is wrong." Like there had to be a group of white people who said, "No, this is wrong." B, what the fuck are they? What happened to them? You can't convince me that everybody thought this shit was okay. You can't convince me that everybody thought this shit was cool. You just can't. So it's wild to me that shit truly motherfucking happened. But it also it makes me think about a lot of things differently because when you don't know certain situations, you just hear the stories from other people. You have to remember that the story and the narrative is only told by the person who won or is still alive. Whatever that person says is law. If you think about your own personal life, your grandma, your mom, your aunties, and all them shit. When they tell you stories and shit, you just take it for word. You just take their word for it because you weren't there. You weren't fucking there. So it's like when you truly don't know shit, and as I grow up and I'm starting to realize that a lot of this shit was bullshit, there was a lot of shady shit going on. The perspective of good and bad, bro, is truly with who is who in control. If the person who's in control dictates who the fuck is good and bad. I think I heard Stephen A. say fuck, I ain't gonna repeat that shit. I don't even remember that motherfucker. It was something about the goalkeeper is the man with the most gold is the goalkeeper, or some shit like that. But it truly is the perception of good and bad with the man who's in power. Because they literally had a Nazi come run NASA. I don't give a fuck how good you are with science, with engines, rockets, none of that shit. I'm gonna murk your ass and take your research. How about that? how about that? Why couldn't that be the motherfucking me thing? Why couldn't he build the shit and then we got rid of this nigga? Instead, we brought this nigga on to be one of the most prominent figures in fucking American history. Like that shit don't add up to me. It truly motherfucking don't add up to me. But that's what happens when the people who are in control have the motherfucking power and they dictate. You know what I'm saying? And they the ones who dictate what the fuck goes on. And we always have to motherfucking be short end of the motherfucking stick. They say they think it's on Netflix. So for all the friends of the show, we all got to check out Houston. We have a problem on Netflix. I'm definitely going to check it out. But moving on. I don't want to stay too long on that shit. Let me get on here. It's just wild as fuck to me. I encourage all y'all to go check out that motherfucking show, man. I truly motherfucking do. You know, I come on this podcast a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I always try to do my best with trying to say the right things to help grow our culture. I like standing up for the people that look like me, talk like me, sound like me, all that good shit. But the one thing that I never truly understood was the people who do that for us, when they start popping and looking fly and shit like that, they get a lot of fucking flack. And I never truly understood that. Like, niggas automatically assume you gotta be a dirty, broke motherfucker to be standing up for the motherfucking people. And the reason why I bring it up is because as of right now, Black Lives Matter is under a lot of fucking fire right now for living lavish. And the reason why I say that is because as of right now, Black Lives Matter, according to multiple reports, the leaders of Black Lives Matter, the organization, used the donations that was funded from all the donors to go buy his big stupid ass 6,500 square foot mansion that cost $6 million in Southern California. And they under a lot of fucking fire for that. And I'm sitting back. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a motherfucker who enjoy, speaking up for the people, because I am the people. I am one of the people. If I don't say something, nigga, I'm gonna get my ass beat by the cops too. So I feel like I gotta say some shit. But when people is going that Black Lives Matter for buying this big ass mansion, are you not supposed to glow the fuck up? Like, are you supposed to be broke as fuck? Like, truly, what is the problem when people that are activists, quote unquote, when they are activists, when they use their funds and their donations to glow their fucking life up? What's wrong with that? Am I not supposed to be rewarded? Like, truly, am I not supposed to be rewarded for speaking up for the folks? Like, I mean, damn, I'm supposed to be broke motherfucker all my life. I can't get rewarded for this shit. I'm supposed to be a broke ass nigga all my life because I chose to speak up for motherfuckers. Now, I ain't saying that these motherfuckers deserve a $6 million house, but it's like, damn, if you're going to donate $6 million to me, I'm going to do what the fuck I want with this $6 million. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. As long as I keep doing my duties of speaking up for the people that look like me and talk like me, there shouldn't be a problem if I go buy this Benz. There shouldn't be a problem. Where the fuck is these niggas? Where are all these preachers and shit? I get that. Because, nigga, you supposed to be preaching the word. You supposed to be motherfuckers pointing motherfuckers in the right direction. But if I choose to turn on my microphone, or if I choose to make me a fucking cutout right on that motherfucking Black Lives Matter and walk up and down motherfucking me McDowell, all motherfucking me day and start garnering attention and motherfuckers start giving me money, I ain't supposed to go give me a Rolex? I ain't supposed to start shining on niggas? It don't make sense to me. Like, I don't get. Now, I always had questions about who was actually running Black Lives Matter, because that was one of the main things, my main arguments with even ever donating to that, because a lot of times when you got things like Black Lives Matter, when there's not one person you can pinpoint that on, shit get kind of, you know what I'm saying, the message get kind of lost, because you don't know who's in charge, you don't know exactly what they stand for, and you don't know when shit hits the fan who's gonna take the blame. So a lot of times when that's the motherfucking case, shit get kind of skewed. But looking at these reports, it was women who was running Black Lives Matter, and they was doing little Snapchat videos and shit, living their life in this big ass mansion. And now that this shit is public, because they bought this house back in 2020, so 2 years later, now that this shit is public, niggas is mad about that shit. And I get it. I totally get people being upset because people is, glowing the fuck up. But you have to take a step back and think, my nigga. Like, is they not supposed to glow their fucking life up? Is they not supposed to do these things? Like, is they not supposed to reward themselves for fucking grinding and fighting for the people? Is they not supposed to do that? Like, ask yourself this. For real talk, ask yourself this. Martin Luther motherfucking King was that nigga. Well, would it have been any fucking different if he were to take some donations and buy some nice ass suits and buy a house for his family, to buy a nice Rolex? Would you look at Martin Luther King any fucking different? We already heard about him fucking all the women. Do you really look at him any fucking different? Do you? Malcolm X was a pimp. Do you look at him any fucking different? Of course, that was early on in his life, but that was still red. That was still the same nigga. Do you look at him any fucking different? So for the people that's mad at Black Lives Matter for fucking buying this big ass house and living lavish, why? Is it truly because you're not living lavish? Is it because you feel like you just helped them get some money? But you have to think about what they helped you get. I'll never be mad at a motherfucker who's speaking up for the people who's living life right. I'll never be mad at that. The niggas you supposed to be mad at is the niggas that's holding us back. The niggas that's fighting for the other team. That's who you're supposed to be mad at. Not Black Lives Matter. Not them. You donated to Black Lives Matter because they gave a voice to the voiceless. You didn't donate to them because you didn't think they was gonna spend the money. You didn't give a fuck about the money at that point. Of course, you want to see some of those funds go to, causes that help the community and things of that nature. But they do that. Black Lives Matter, they do that. Anytime some shit pop off, Black Lives Matter is there to, make their voice known, put our issues out on the forefront. They're doing that. So I'm not gonna be mad when motherfuckers take a few extra dollars and go buy them a nice ass house. I'm just not. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. Let our leaders be loyal. Let our leaders be fucking royalty. That's what I truly fucking want. I let our leaders become royalty. I don't want no more broke ass leaders. I don't want no more motherfucking leaders that don't turn out to be shit, to where 15, 20 years later they all fucked up. I don't want that no more. That's part of the past, my nigga. It's a new motherfucking day. If you speaking up for the right motherfucking causes, you deserve to be fucking incentivized for that shit. You deserve compensation. You deserve to be living your fucking best life when you out there on the front lines fighting for your own people. We don't say shit about the niggas that go off to the motherfucking military and shit like they come back in charges and SRTs and shit. We don't say shit about them niggas. They fought for the country. So why the fuck you mad about niggas fighting for us? That look like us, talk like us, sound like us, all that good shit. You gotta get your mind right with that shit, bro. You can't be a hating ass motherfucker all your life. You just truly motherfucking can't, man. Real motherfucking talk. Moving on, man. Moving the fuck on. I want to get into something that Edrin James said. Edrin James was on the Shannon Sharp podcast. He was discussing the situation to where he was playing with the Colts and he was playing with Peyton Manning. And if you don't know who Edrin James is, he was a cold ass running back in the motherfucking day from South Florida. Any nigga from South Florida looks like Kodak Black. Any nigga from South Florida looks like Kodak motherfucking Black. But Edrin James said something very, very motherfucking interesting. He said on the Shannon Sharp podcast that he lost millions of dollars by keeping his dreadlocks and his gold teeth playing alongside Peyton Manning. And that stood out to me because the reason why he said that he didn't do it is because all the little shorties back in Florida looked up to him. And that really hit home for me. Because I'm a nigga, I got dreadlocks. I'm 6'3", too. I'm a big dude, 6'3", 250. I got tattoos, I got dreads. I'm finna go get an all gold motherfucker me grill. But I still stand for what the fuck I stand for. And Edgerrin James decided to not change his fucking. He decided not to change him. He decided not to change his look, his way of talking. He didn't change nothing. He wanted to remain him on some Marshawn Lynch shit. The same way the media was killing Marshawn Lynch, they was doing that to Edgerrin James. But if you really look at it, Edgerrin James kind of fucking crawled so motherfucking Marshawn Lynch could run through that shit. He took all the bullets for Marshawn Lynch at this point, even though Marshawn Lynch still got a lot of motherfucking flack. But I got on the screen right now, can you put a dollar amount on inspiring the youth? Because some shit in this world is just priceless, my nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some shit in this world is truly motherfucking priceless. And when you see Edgerrin James say he lost millions of dollars because he wanted to remain him and show that positive life for the people in his community that look just like him. Like, nigga, I'm sitting there playing on Sunday Night Football, getting handed the ball from fucking Peyton Manning. If I can do this shit, nigga, you can do this shit. That was the message he was truly trying to fucking send. And I can't knock that man for that because it's hard. It's so hard. I talked about on this podcast weeks ago, fam. It's so hard being real. It's so hard being real. Because you see how lucrative it can be being a fake motherfucker. You see how lucrative it is changing your ways for that dollar. It's easy to do that shit. Edgerrin James could have easily cut his fucking locks off and took his golds out. He could have easily did that. I'm playing with Peyton Manning. He got all these commercials. He one of the top quarterbacks in the league. I can get some of this money. But he didn't do that because you can't put a price tag on inspiring the youth, my nigga. You truly fucking can't. You truly can. When you become that beacon of hope for people, that shit is priceless. I told y'all what Tyron Woodley did for me. If Tyron Woodley would have never came to my school to talk to us, fam, I don't know where the fuck I would be. I don't know where the fuck I would be, fam. Him talking to us, being somebody who's internationally known, who became one of the best athletes ever because he became a professional athlete who ran a fucking championship run that spanned years. By him coming to talk to us, open my eyes and let me know I can fucking get out of St. Louis. That was the moment I realized I can get the fuck out of St. Louis. It wasn't Nelly. It wasn't Chingy. It wasn't no rapping ass nigga. Everybody can rap. All you gotta do is rhyme some shit. Nowadays, you ain't gotta do that shit. Sit some lean on a dope ass beat. You can be a rapper. But it took for a nigga that came from that same school, that same neighborhood, to reach the pinnacle of success in his field for me to realize I can do that shit. And if I can't do that shit, I can get to the same place he's at doing something else. And that's what the fuck I'm trying to do right now. So I can't do nothing but salute Edgerrin James for that because you can't put a dollar amount on inspiring the motherfucking youth, fam. They are the future. Your legacy, I talk about your legacy is only what people remember you by. And people from South Florida, they remember Edgerrin James for being one of them. It's so many fucking reports right now about what's the nigga named Channing from the Pivot. He calling fucking Russell Wilson a clown ass nigga, a lame and all that good shit, corny nigga and all that, which is kind of true. But who the fuck is Channing to say that? Because that same Russell Wilson he's a beacon of hope for a lot of corny motherfuckers like him. He's a corny motherfucker. He's a premier quarterback in the league. Fucking Sierra. He's winning, buddy. He's winning. He's leaps and bounds above a lot of motherfuckers. He's already where niggas is striving to be. He's a beacon for hope for a lot of motherfuckers. It's a lot of corny, goofy motherfuckers that look up to Russell Wilson. I know a few of them. So why not take that same energy and apply that to fucking Edgerrin James, who's fucking a beacon for hope for motherfuckers that actually look like us, that talk like us, who motherfuckers would deem ghetto, who motherfuckers would deem, you know what I'm saying, unprofessional and things of that nature, but he still go out there and get his fucking job done. We look at Beast Mode with high praise. So we gotta look at Edgerrin James the same motherfucking way because he actually lost the bag. You see beast mode on every motherfucking commercial. DraftKings, Subway, you know what I'm saying? He be on video games and shit. Beast mode is beast mode. But Edgerrin James took a hit for that shit. And it's time motherfuckers acknowledge that because that's a big motherfucking me moment in time to where a nigga can be sitting next to one of the premier quarterbacks in NFL history and remain himself. A lot of niggas will fold to that because they see that easy money they can get in. I'm not saying you're making the wrong decision, but I gotta salute the nigga that stood 10 toes down and remained him at all motherfucking time. I truly motherfucking do. Moving on. I want to get into Tiger Woods real fast, man. You know, news came out about Tiger Woods that he will be returning to the Masters. And it's really blowing my mind, fam. It's truly blowing my motherfucking mind because, you know, I came on this podcast a little over a year ago. And I talked about the news of Tiger Woods being in that vicious car accident. And it was a really bad car accident. As more news came out about Tiger Woods, they say man was going 80 miles per hour downhill and never hit the brakes. They said it wasn't a skid mark in sight, fam. 80 miles per hour downhill and you never hit brakes. The car looked horrible. They had to get the jaws of life to get the man out. His legs was fucked up. They thought he was going to have to amputate the man's legs. And 13 months later, it's breaking news that Tiger Woods has returned to the Masters. I would never make it seem like I'm a big golf nigga. I played golf one time when I was a kid, and I enjoyed myself. I did not like that long ass walk throughout the course though. But me not playing golf has never shunned me away from realizing just how impactful Tiger Woods truly motherfucking is. Because you know, I know a lot of niggas like myself. We play basketball and football every motherfucking day. We never even thought about playing golf. We wanted to be like Kobe, Mike, LeBron, Melo. You know, we wanted to be them niggas when we was growing up. But in the back of my mind, I always knew it was that nigga named Tiger who was fucking them white boys up on that golf course. And as a kid, bro, I didn't truly understand the magnitude of it and the impact that Tiger truly had. I just looked at it like he was like the dude versus Serena Williams out there just fucking motherfuckers are doing this thing. But I never understood the cultural impact that man had until I watched his documentary that was on HBO Max, I believe. Tiger Woods, fam, for him to be returned to the Masters 13 months later, post-accident, is crazy. Crazy. And for people to be reporting that he actually looks good, his swing looks strong as fuck, that's crazy. And to see how the last couple weeks, to see the shift in the media on ESPN and Fox, Undisputed, all that shit, to see the shift in the news media when it was announced that Tiger Woods was going to be playing the Masters blew my fucking mind. I had to go look at the numbers of viewership when Tiger's not playing golf and when he is playing golf. And my nigga, it's not comparable. Tiger Woods is a different nigga. We look at Michael Jordan and LeBron James. We look at them niggas like the pinnacle of success when it comes to black athletes. Nah. The question really has to be asked, is Tiger Woods the most iconic athlete of all time? Think about that, my nigga. We've all seen the pictures, the videos where he's walking from hole to hole, and you see the sea of people following him. We've all seen that. But when you start equating that shit to dollars, and you start equating that to see how many black people actually tune in to watch this man play golf, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I truly never understood it as a kid, fam, because nigga, golf is not entertaining to me. I can't sit and just watch niggas play golf. That's like, to me, I always thought that was some shit you do when you got some money. Once you start getting a little bit of money, you go play golf. That's truly what the fuck I thought. But to see Tiger Woods playing golf and to see the impact that he has on the generations of superstars that come after him, like right now, it's so many fucking black Asian golf players. It's so many black golf players now. It's so many fucking Chinese golf players now, and that's and Asian, Chinese and Asian and blacks. They all have that one thing in common: Tiger fucking Woods. They all did this shit because of Tiger fucking Woods. You had the fucking Jack Nicholson. You had the Arnold Palmer. You had them two white men who did, you know what I'm saying, incredible things in the sport of golf. But they didn't impact the game like fucking Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods' daddy said that nigga was going to be a messiah for the people. He wasn't lying. Tiger Woods really bridged gaps. He really bridged race gaps by playing golf. And he continues to do it day by fucking day. In 2022, 13 months post fucking accident, this man has the entire fucking world ready to watch him play golf. That's fucking crazy to me. When you think if the Tiger Woods goes out there and he fucking wins this Masters, what story is buried in that in sports history? What story in sports history is buried in a Tiger Woods story? Think about that shit, fam. Think about that shit. We all look at the NBA. What you got? LeBron and coming back from 3-1. That's probably the greatest. That's probably one of the greatest stories in NBA history. LeBron James coming back from 3-1 against the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Laker fan. That's down in the facts. That's down to the facts. That 3-1 comeback is probably the greatest story in NBA history. It never happened before until then. If Tiger fucking Woods wins this Masters, the simple fact that he's even in the Masters, that's the greatest story in sports history, fam. That nigga leg was supposed to be amputated. And he just not some nigga that's hanging on. He just won in 2019. He literally just won in 2019. This man is 46, 47 years old and still has everybody on the edge of their fucking seat anytime he picks up a fucking golf club. It's time to say that he's the most iconic athlete of all fucking time. He may not have the shoe deals and shit like that like Jordan do. Because when people look at Jordan and his influence, his iconic status, they always bring up the shoes. You got to bring up the shoes because Jordan stopped playing, nigga, over 20 years ago. But his shoes is fucking iconic. His shoes changed everything related to fashion. But when you strictly stick to fucking sports, I don't think there's an athlete that's more iconic than Tiger fucking Woods, bro. I truly don't. I truly don't think there's an athlete you can really put up there that's more iconic than him. There's not another story like his, even from his scandals, him being 3 majors away from breaking Jack Nicholson record, from having all black people tuning in, all the minorities tuning in to watch him, to bring in minorities into that sport. You can't knock Tiger for that shit, bro. You truly can't. And it's time to give him his props as the most iconic athlete of all motherfucking time. I don't even watch motherfucking sports. Golf. But I'm thinking about tuning into the fucking Masters, bro, just to see if this man can do it. And I didn't want to put some money on dude. I want to see Tiger Woods go out there and beat them boys' ass. I truly want to motherfucking see it, bro. I truly motherfucking do. Let's get into these motherfucking comments, bro. I got some comments coming up, man. Let me see. I think Netflix, yes. Let me see. What we got? X, what they do, Brody? MJ, you think MJ the most iconic? I mean, I can see that, bro. I can honestly see MJ. I can see the case for Michael Jordan, but dog, man, you take yourself out of the situation, though, because we love basketball. That's some shit that we talk about all day, every day. But take yourself out of your own shoes and and think about sports overall. I don't think MJ hit his sports like Tiger did, bro. I truly motherfucking don't. Because without MJ, niggas was still gonna be playing basketball. You still had Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? You still had Kareem. You still had Magic. You know what I'm saying? You still had the Bad Boys, Pistons. Before they was beating his ass before that. So even if Michael Jordan didn't become Michael Jordan, niggas would still be hooping. Niggas would still be getting nasty. I truly believe that. You can't say the same thing for golf, bro. You truly can't say the same thing for golf. And now, granted, we don't play golf, but when you see the numbers that come in for Tiger Woods when he's playing, nah, ain't no nigga impacting the needle like that, fam. Ain't no nigga touching the needle like that. That nigga bringing in the big banks for the golf. I think they said because, and I hope I'm not misquoting this, but I think they said that because Tiger Woods didn't play at all last year because of the accident, he still won the award for bringing in the most fucking money. They gave him an $8 million check for bringing in the most money. He didn't even fucking play. Tiger Woods is that nigga, bro. He's that nigga. He bridges gaps, all racial motherfucking me bears, bro. Tiger Woods crossed that shit. Michael Jordan was a nigga, but he ain't take up for us. Niggas will still be hooping without MJ. It's them shoes that get MJ in the conversation for me. Real motherfucking me talk. Moving on. Let's get into this next topic. You know, I seen this video going out of fucking OJ. OJ Simpson, fam. I just don't get him. I just don't understand OJ motherfucking Simpson, fam. There's this video out there right now of OJ Simpson laying in bed, ass motherfucking naked, being woken up by a group of white girls. They waking him up. Oh, OJ. They having fun with him and shit. And it blows my mind. It blows my mind on a few motherfucking instances. I'm not going to lie to you. It blows my mind because, one, for any white woman to want to be around OJ, it's crazy. That's crazy to me. You don't know what the fuck happened to his wife? Now, I ain't saying he did it. I'm not a nigga that believe OJ did it. I'm a nigga that believe that the system is against us at all times. So once a nigga beat the fucking case, I'm never gonna say he did that shit. Nigga, you're innocent. Nigga, you was proven innocent. Fuck the bullshit. The system is against us, my nigga. You didn't do it. But there's a lot of motherfuckers who think that situation is fishy. It's like the Deshaun Watson case for me. Did he do it? I don't know. Is it creepy as fuck? Hell yeah. But the simple fact that any white woman would want to be around OJ is crazy. The simple fact that it's a group of white women around OJ is even crazier from the standpoint, if I'm OJ, I would never fuck with a white woman again. It would be nothing but black queens and Mexicans. Black queens and Latinas for me. I ain't fucking no more white women after I beat a murder case over a white woman. It don't make sense. But it's fucking OJ. OJ is the only nigga that I know who's been, well, I don't know the nigga personally. He's the only nigga who's been in the shit that he's been in and don't go the fuck away. Anything that ever happens in sports, anything that happens in politics, OJ picks up his phone and goes live and gives his opinion. OJ gives his 2 cents on every motherfucking thing. OJ is a clear example of a nigga who don't give a fuck. He don't give a damn. OJ don't give a fuck. OJ is like, nigga, I got away with murder. Yeah, I went to jail for stealing my own shit, but I'm still old motherfucking J. And that's truly what the fuck I get from, because you have to be an arrogant motherfucker. To think about this, guys, you have to be an arrogant motherfucker to get away with murder, quote unquote, to have a murder case. They say he had a murder case on his white wife and still be out here living a bachelor's life with all these white women. You not scared in the back of your mind that they gonna get you? He's not thinking about that. He's not like, I will never understand. Like, I will never understand, fam. Like, OJ Simpson either has to be the most arrogant motherfucker in the world or the dumbest nigga in the motherfucking world. Because this nigga, he continues to toe the motherfucking me boundaries. He continues to motherfucking me do things that I would never deem fucking intelligent. OJ Simpson hanging around a bunch of white women is some 2022 shit for your motherfucking ass. Real motherfucking talk. He's a clear example of niggas who don't give a damn about nothing. Real motherfucking talk, man. Moving on. You know, I want to bring this new segment to the podcast, you know what I'm saying, called Different Day, Same Old Shit. And this week on Different Day, Same Old Shit, we got to decline or do the right thing. And the reason why I say is because Minnesota prosecutors have declined to file charges against the Minneapolis police SWAT team officer who fatally shot Amir Locke, who was executing a no-knock search warrant back in February. The thing that really stands out to me, I want to say rest in peace to Amir Locke. Definitely a tragedy. I want to send my prayers and those to his family. But the thing that really stands out to me about this wording, is that it says that the Minnesota prosecutors declined to press charges. How do you decline to press a motherfucking charge? When I think of decline, I think of a phone call. Like, nah, I don't want that. I decline that motherfucker. The simple fact that these niggas decline to press charges is some wild ass shit. That's even more disrespectful to me than just saying there's no charges filed. When you say you decline to do some shit, that means you said, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. They present to you like, this officer shot Amir Locke and killed him. Do you want to put him in jail? Nah, I'm cool. Nah, I'm cool. Let him slide. That's what I take from it. How you decline putting a nigga in jail that just killed somebody, execute a no-knock search warrant? Now, we've been through this, this story before with these no-knock search warrants and how fucking wild they are. It always makes me think about, me being a black man living in a nice complex, nice neighborhood, me being a black man with a big ass pit bull. It makes me think that, nigga, I can be a target at any motherfucking second. This shit can happen to any fucking body, is basically what I'm saying. And to know that when these things take place, that after you die and after your family's mourning and this tragedy, and yeah, people may, take to the streets for a few days. You may be a hashtag on social media. But to know that it all comes back to the prosecutors just declining to put a nigga in jail, declining to hold a nigga responsible for you being gone off this earth, it's some sad shit. But it's the thing about being a black person in America, is that this is a different day, but the same old shit. When I read this, I wasn't surprised. When I read this, I wasn't, I wasn't taken aback. I didn't feel the need to get angry because they didn't lock this person up, because I'm used to them not locking this person up. I'm more mad at the fact that at the words that they're using. How you declining this shit? It's not a subject you just decline some shit over. Fuck no. It's either you pressing charges or you not. To use the word you decline to do some shit, that's super arrogant as fuck. That's super disrespectful as fuck. And that really makes it seem like this man didn't mean shit to no fucking body, when he had a whole family that loved and cared for him. They got to get rid of these no-knock search warrants, bro. They truly motherfucking do. I don't know why that's even in place. I don't know why it's in place, especially when you got all these states where people got these legal firearms, they got concealed to carry and all that shit. Why are you not knocking? You will get your shit blown the fuck off. You run up in this motherfucker. You will get your shit blown the fuck off. You run into a few motherfuckers' houses I know. You best fucking knock, because one of us ain't leaving this motherfucker. So the simple fact that that's even a possibility, it blows my mind that this shit they can still fucking put these no knocks in place and execute them. And it still blows my mind that case after case, when these no knock search warrants is implemented, that they're killing people. How you run up in niggas' houses just killing them? In what world does that make sense? Nigga, you SWAT. I seen them move with LL Cool J and them. Them niggas was talented. Them niggas had hand-eye coordination like a motherfucker. If you on the SWAT and you shooting at the wrong target, nah, something got to take place. You supposed to be a trained motherfucking killer. You should be hitting. There should not be no fucking misidentifications with your targets. You should not be firing your motherfucking AK-47 or fucking automatic rifle for no fucking reason. You're in the SWAT, brother. I don't want to hear shit about you being nervous. You're in the SWAT. What the fuck is you talking about nervous for? What the fuck is you scared for? You walked in my shit and I ain't know. What the fuck is you scared for? It don't make sense. So to decline a charge off that, it's some wild ass shit, bro. It truly motherfucking is. And I wanted to make sure I brought it up on the motherfucking podcast, because Amir Locke, once again, rest in peace. All his families and loved ones, his friends, people who he impacted in a positive way. I have to send my prayers and condolences, man, because the older I get, and the older my little brother get, the more I realize that this shit can happen, bro. We not little niggas. I'm 6'3", 250. He about 6'1", 180, 190, or damn near 200 pounds or some shit. We not little niggas. We not. My little brother, shout out to my little brother. You know what? Let me say this. Proud big brother moment. My little brother is getting his own place. You know what I'm saying? He been had his own whip. You know what I'm saying? He been working, doing his motherfucking thing. He getting his own place. And there's a part of me that I'm super proud for my little brother. I'm super happy. Super happy. Can't be happier. But there's a part of me that's like, all right, you stepping into that world. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference between me, Amir Locke, my brother. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference between us. We're all black men. They don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying, your credentials when you black. Nigga, you black. And they run up in your house at nighttime, you're really dying. They can't see you. They can't see you type shit. That's their excuse. But as happy as I can as happy I am for my little brother in this moment, I have to be mindful of what's really going on out here in this world. That's why I have to come on this podcast and stand up for people that look like me. That nigga looks like me. I have to stand up for people that talk like me, that sound like me. That nigga fits those boxes. I have to do these things because this shit is real. And tying it back to Black Lives Matter, when this shit goes down and they're standing up for us, why the fuck is we mad they riding up in Bentleys? Why are we mad they living lavish? Because they're putting this shit out to the forefront. Let me get some money. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Nigga, y'all can't tell me shit. Let me get some motherfucking money. Oh, I'm balling on all you niggas. I'm balling on all you niggas. I'm still stand up for you, but I'm balling on all you niggas. I'll be the flyest podcasting ass nigga in the motherfucking world, Craig. Real motherfucking talk. But once again, man, rest in peace to Amir motherfucking Locke. Prayers goes to his family. Fuck the Minnesota prosecutors. Fuck the Minneapolis police SWAT team. Fuck you with a fucking age dick, you nasty motherfuckers. It's sad how it's sad when they truly show you how they truly care about us in this motherfucking country, man. It truly motherfucking is. Before I wrap this podcast up, man, I gotta talk about the Lakers. And really, I gotta talk about motherfucking me, Magic Johnson. If you know Hash, do you know Hash do not give a fuck about Magic Johnson? I'm a lifelong Laker fan. I love my Lakers. Die hard Kobe. I root for a name on the front, not the name on the back. Whoever comes through that motherfucking wear that purple and gold, you got a fan in me for the time being. Except Russell fucking Westbrook. But there's one thing that I fucking hate about the Lakers, man. And that's the relationship that it has with Magic Johnson. And I know that may sound crazy as fuck. Because he won 5 rings with us, you know what I'm saying? Multiple MVPs. It's fucking Magic Johnson. I have no problems with Magic Johnson, the player. No problem at all. I think if you're a basketball, fan, you can't have a problem with Magic Johnson, the player. I have a problem with Magic Johnson, the man. The nigga post-career. With all due respect to Cookie Johnson, even EJ Big Ass, with all due respect to you motherfuckers, fuck Magic Johnson. I can't stand this nigga. If you know, I tell everybody, I can't stand a motherfucker that smiles in everybody's face. I can't stand a motherfucker like that. And that's Magic motherfucking Johnson. You cool with every motherfucking body? Obviously motherfucking not. And I'm a real Laker fan, bro. And the one thing I know about Magic fucking Johnson is we give this nigga a lot of fucking passes, bro. That nigga has quit on the organization multiple fucking times. Multiple fucking times. And all he motherfucking do when shit is hitting the fan for the Lakers, what the fuck does Magic Johnson do? He take his big AIDS having ass on ESPN with Stephen A. motherfucking Smith and talk big shit about the Lakers. He spread lies. He spread motherfucking lies. I hate Magic motherfucking Johnson, y'all. Real motherfucking talk. Oh, let me see. You're supposed to be saying the Black Lives Matter, not just trying to come up off the mic. Nah, man, hold on. What? You supposed to be saving Black Lives Matter, that not just trying to come up off the money. You make it. Okay, let's put Magic Johnson on the back burner. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Because I gotta read these comments. I gotta find a way to get these comments to just do a live motherfucking feed, bro. I'm surprised they're not doing that shit. Let me put this on here for the fucking people. Comment section says you supposed to be saving Black lives that matter, not just trying to come up off the money you making off of. That's real shit. No, you definitely supposed to be trying to save the Black lives. But in the process of that, if you come up off that shit, I can't be mad. Look, I put it to you like this. If you standing up for me, right? And while you standing up for me and motherfuckers, I'm donating money, I give you some money, motherfuckers donating to your cause because you helping us, you helping the people. I can't be mad what you do with that money. I can't be mad what you do with that money. The only time you can be mad is you get somebody some money for a specific reason, bro. If a motherfucker is standing up for the people and saving the Black lives and giving us a voice for the voiceless, I can't be mad if they balling the fuck out. I don't want my leaders to be down and hurting. I don't want my leaders to be like that. That's why they don't be credible in the big fucking debates with the people that's really holding us down, that's really oppressing us. Because they're not deemed as credible because they be broke as fuck and don't be having shit to their motherfucking name. I'm not mad at motherfuckers coming up off that shit, bro. And I'm not saying come up off like that's supposed to be your goal. You doing this shit to make money. Nah, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if your heart is in the right place, if your words are giving us change and striking change, I can't be mad for you balling out. I can't. I want you to look good. I want you to succeed in life. I want you to motherfucking be that nigga. I want you to be looking fly as fuck and speaking for me, looking good, feeling good, and giving that dope ass speech. That's what I want. It's not gonna change how I feel about the message if you balling the fuck out. But I want people that's taking care of us to be taken care of. That's all I'm saying. What's the point of motherfuckers taking care of their people and not getting that love back? What's the point of that? Why not type shit? Niggas love Russell Westbrook. Why not? If that nigga's taking care of us, why can't we take care of them? You can't put a price tag on shit like that. You can't be mad what motherfuckers do with their money. You just can't. You real talk. You really motherfucking can't. And I mean, like I said, I love people. I love my people. I'm always gonna stand up for my people. I'm always gonna, you know what I'm saying, make sure that I'm a voice for the voiceless. But like I said, let me get some motherfucking money. I'll be the flyest podcasting nigga you know. I'll be the flyest podcasting nigga you motherfucking know. Ice the fuck out, looking like Westside Gun in this motherfucker. I'll be iced the motherfucker out. But I'm still gonna have my same message. I'm still gonna have my same morals and my same, my pride, my dignity still gonna be intact. But I'm gonna be a fly ass nigga doing it. I'm a fly ass nigga doing it now. So just imagine I get some motherfucking me buku paper, real motherfucking talk. But back to Magic Johnson, bitch ass. I just don't fuck with Magic Johnson, fam, in all honesty. Just because he's quit on the Lakers multiple times. People don't even remember when he coached the Lakers. They started off 5-5 at 500. Soon as shit got bad, Magic Johnson quit. He didn't coach the team no more. He came to be a motherfucking executive, you know what I'm saying, the president of basketball operations. He drafted Lonzo Ball. When shit hit the fan, he quit. When shit hits the fan for Magic Johnson, he quits, fam. And people hold everything he says as gospel when it comes to the Lakers. That nigga be lying. All that shit he just went on ESPN and said about being able to get DeMar DeRozan and Buddy Hield and keeping Caruso and keeping KCP, that couldn't have happened. Mathematically, that couldn't have happened. And I'm not saying I'm more tapped in with the Lakers than Magic fucking Johnson, but what I do is I do tap in with Laker Nation. And I say Laker Nation, I'm talking about the platform Laker Nation, not the people all around the world. The platform that actually does their due diligence, that does the reporting for the Lakers. I follow that shit more than I follow fucking ESPN itself. That nigga lied. We couldn't have did that shit. And it's not about, I'm not finna get into the roster changes and shit like that, but it's the fact that this nigga's supposed to be down with us, fam. He's supposed to be one of us. I get more offended when it's people that's supposed to be down with us. And it's made, it's petty shit like a Laker, some Laker shit. But nigga that's supposed to be down with you, that when shit hit the fan, they run out and make sure that they join in on the motherfucker me bashing with everybody else. I can never respect that. He does that shit every motherfucking time shit's hitting the fan for the Lakers. When we won that championship, what was Magic Johnson? Where was Magic Johnson when we won that championship? 18 months ago? Where was Magic Johnson when the Lakers won that championship? Nowhere to be fucking found. But as soon as shit start hitting the fan for the Lakers, where's Magic Johnson? On ESPN with fucking Stephen A. Smith spreading these false ass narratives, turning down the organization. I expect that from Stephen A. Smith. I expect that from fucking Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and the other talking heads on ESPN and Fox. Not the niggas that won 5 championships with us. Not the nigga that didn't quit on us multiple times when shit got rough. I don't respect niggas like that, fam. And I always knew growing up, looking at Magic Johnson from the outside, I could not fuck with that nigga, bro. I do not fuck with niggas who be smiling, showing all 32 motherfucking teeth to every fucking body. It ain't a nigga you don't like, fam. It ain't a nigga you don't fucking like. But it is one thing that Magic Johnson did say. He did, that I do have to agree with. He did place a little bit of blame on LeBron James for bringing in Russell Westbrook. And I totally agree. That deal should never went through. Honestly, before that deal even went through, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought that shit was a joke. I thought motherfuckers was just spreading rumors type shit. And I did not want that deal to go through. But once the deal actually goes through, bro, you have to, so you have to just accept. You have to start supporting the nigga. He a hometown kid and just hope for the fucking best. This season was a fucking joke. As a Laker fan, honestly, guys, this was the worst season in Lakers history. This was the worst season in Lakers history. Now, I know you're going to say it was teams who had like 17 wins and 10 wins and shit like that. True as fuck. But them teams did not have any fucking expectations on being shit. Them teams did not have one All-Star. They didn't have one Hall of Famer. One nigga who was going to be deemed the greatest of all time. They didn't have that. When you look at this Lakers season, all I needed was 5 games into the season, fam. 5 games into this season, I told motherfuckers, these niggas ass. These niggas ass. And I'm not going to sit here and place all the motherfucking me blame on Russ just because he has been playing well these last couple weeks. He has. He's still turning the ball over and shit like that. Oh, Tanisha. Oh, shout out to motherfucking Tanisha. Shout out to, you know what? Fuck Russell Westbrook. I want to say this to Tanisha. I remember back in middle school and shit. Me and you, we was, you know what I mean? We talked a lot of shit to each other. But I can honestly say now, you know what I'm saying? Looking back at everything, you and my mans, you and my brother X, y'all finna welcome this baby into the world. I'm happy as fuck for y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm happy as a motherfucker. Like that shit right there is that hit a little bit different. To see my nigga, you know what I'm saying, with somebody that he been with for this long amount of time, being happy and shit like that. I'm happy for both of y'all. I wish nothing but, you know what I'm saying, happiness and blessings y'all way. Healthy, happy, whole baby in the future. And I definitely want to, I'm gonna come out of St. Louis eventually, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see the baby and shit like that. But I'm happy for you. I truly am happy for you. And I'm happy for that nigga as well, because that nigga, I know that nigga for real, man. So I'm really happy for X, and I'm really happy for you as well. Yeah, I got some good shit going, man. As a nigga on the outside looking in, that shit is major. It truly is major. I'm happy for both of y'all, real talk. I wish y'all nothing but the best going forward. And I wanted to make sure I say that because I don't get enough chance to say that to you. I tell that nigga that shit all the motherfucking time. But I'm happy as fuck for you, Tanisha. Shout out to Tanisha, all the friends of the show. Say shout out to the motherfucking Tanisha. Shout out to X, and they having a baby. Shit gonna be motherfucking me lovely, man. Truly, motherfucker, it's a beautiful fucking story. But fuck Russell Westbrook. Because X is a Russell Westbrook fan. Fuck motherfucking me Russell Westbrook on a monthly real motherfucking tip. But that's all I got, man. I ain't gonna get too much into the monthly Russell Westbrook shit, man. I ain't gonna blame a nigga for all that shit. It is what it is. He's been playing well these last couple of weeks, but this whole season has been ass. These niggas been ass. I'm happy the season's over. I'm scared for next season because we have to bring this nigga back. It's not gonna be that many month of me changes to the month of me roster, but you know it is what it is at this motherfucking point. Honestly, man. But that's all I got on the motherfucking me docket, man. I do want to say this to all the friends of the show, everybody that tapped in during this conversation, man. This is the first live show of this podcast. You know, I'm very proud of this moment right here, just because it's been a long time coming. I was nervous as fuck doing this just because it throws off the whole flow of the podcast. It's a total different show. It feels like a total different show. Now it's a live fucking show. It will get better over time. You know, it will get better. Next week will be better. We will be bringing this show live every motherfucking week, every fucking Wednesday at 6 p.m. On all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube going forward. But this is a big pivotal moment for this podcast, bro. I am a nigga. I'm not a social media nigga. I suck at promo. So I think me doing this, making this a live show will help me, you know what I'm saying, expand the audience of this podcast and help it reach even more people around the world. So I'm happy as fuck that I'm actually doing this. And I'm happy for the people that tapped in and joined this conversation, man. I truly appreciate you guys. I've been going through a lot these last couple days, and I've really been looking forward to doing this episode, man. And for y'all that tapped in and joined this conversation, man, I truly appreciate it, man. Y'all don't know what y'all doing for me. Y'all really bringing me out of a tough time right now. So I want to shout out to y'all. Let's keep building this empire brick by motherfucking me brick, man. And you know how I give it up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love these ways. Never let them sidetrack you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And holla at y'all next week, man. I'm out this motherfucker. Peace. We out this motherfucker, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, this motherfucker sweating and shit. First live show. Damn, Hatch. Sweating like a bitch. All right, y'all. I'm out this motherfucker, man.